Jetzt muss ich mich erstmal wieder dran gewöhnen, dass R nicht Rennen ist. Bin ich? Ja. Ach so, richtig. Hier haben wir gegen Greb gekämpft. Wir sind in Zweistadt und da sind Dreien an der Wand. Ist das Blasphemie? Oder wie genau nennt sich das?
It is good to be whole once again. Because he's a part of me. If you cut off a limb, you'd want it back too, wouldn't you? Furthermore, I think I've learned mediocre poetry. Thank you for your help, even.
Buchstabierwettbewerb. Der eine muss die Nieren buchstabieren, der andere Lesben. Das finde ich sehr unfair. Das ist sehr, sehr unfair.
Without him, I'm not the same. But with him, I'm accomplished. He says hello, by the way. He says he hopes to see you again, very soon. I'll represent the people of my town. I'm shutting down the moon building project. It's the least I can do. From there on, we shall see. It's been a very strange time for us here too, even. But in saving us, you become an inextricable part of that. Wherever you go, a small part of Two Town now goes with you. And strange is good.
Ich weiß nicht, ob Strange wirklich gut ist. Kommt drauf an.
We move forward as a united city. There's more than one path ahead of us. But the people of this great town have always been good at dealing with multiplicity. He's a part of me, and I can't just throw that away. Even, may I give you some advice?
Ja, genau der Strange.
Don't ignore your dark side. It's a part of you that festers if you don't address it. And in the right hands, it can have some productive uses. As time goes forward, we'll all merge back together. We'll still have split personalities, but that's an advantage. Everyone has a better half. Every half can do something the other can't. Every half helps the other half out. It's the Two-Town way. Goodbye, even. You will always have my thanks.
And so, even went to...
Oh.
Give Seymour his eyes back. I'm positive he was dying to make eye contact with his pupils once again. And wait a minute. Oh dear. These are terrible. I'll edit them out later.
Ich darf nicht mit der sprechen.
Words for sale. Who wants to buy a...
Ich möchte ein Wort kaufen.
My rarest word? That's a tall order. What do you have to offer in trade?
Ich habe leider die Story vergessen.
I'm listening. does a small girl like you know an adult word like that? Adlubescence. Oh, learning it is a pleasure. The breath of the essence sound, the mouth feel of adlub. Oh, the rarity of it. Oh, this is a word I can definitely sell. Tell you what, I'll give you a great word in exchange too. Oblectament. Close. Oblectament. It means a source of delight. For example, learning adlubescence is an oblectament. Thank you again, kid. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Bye. Beautiful.
Ja,
Use it
aber
well, kid.
die Nebenquest-Stories.
I got words for sale here. Choice word. I already traded with you. I'm good for words, but thank you. Enjoy oblectament. Kid, that's a trade secret. Can't have you stealing all my business. Who wants to buy a word? I got Mania looking for a good home here. It means wanting to...
Irgendwas mit Nebenstory. Ich habe ein Wort bekommen, ja.
Even decided she'd already inserted herself into the lives of the twins quite enough.
Oh, cool dice costume, kid. Careful you don't get arrested in it. Shroud, get your fresh shroud.
Oder sie tut so, als würde sie den Blut verstehen.
That's twice as cheap as normal.
Not the one. You wouldn't happen to have anything, would you? A word? Now that's interesting. I've never traded in words before. This could be a whole new marketplace. What's the word? Oh, that is a beautiful word. Oblectament. I would like some oblectament, please. Yes, it is a good word, and that means it has value. Anything with value I can trade. Oh, this is going to be great! Let me compensate you for that word by giving you a Gubblegregor in exchange. They're very futuristic.
Vielleicht tut sie so, um den Bloop nicht zu verärgern. Ich meine, ich spreche auch mit Ella und tu so, als würde ich sie verstehen.
Perfect. We have a deal. Enjoy it and be sure not to Gubblegreg too much on your first go. Great, kid.
Okay, jetzt habe ich den Gubblegregor, aber ich weiß nicht mehr für wen. Irgendjemand wollte das haben. Das ist also ein Gubblegregor. Okay.
Get your pre-chewed food here, smooth and
Okay, ich habe 3 Bloops. Die kann ich doch jetzt
You want crispy twins? Kids love crispy twins.
dem Wolf bringen. Da oben ist ein Fragezeichen.
Get your fresh rum straight out of the tube. That's dinner for two.
Wie komme ich da hin? Oh. Karte.
That's a spiffy dice costume, kid. My grandmother told me about him.
Hallo.
Please, trade the Gubblegregger to me. I'm sure this skull I'm offering is invaluable. It must be. It's darned old. Thank you. Here, have this, fossilized skull, I think. Strangely four-sided. It must have come from some sort of ancient extinct animal. Big Red dug it up a while back before, forget it, it's not important. But this has got to be the rarest thing in all of Two Town. Thanks, kid.
Und du gibst mir das für einen Gubblegregger. Ist das der Würfel, den ich brauche? Ja, es ist der Würfel. Okay, was möchtest du?
What I didn't do anything to my twin. How did you? It was a moment of weakness. I didn't think it through. It's awful in the upside down town, and I just knew I'd hate it there. And Big Red is so easy to trick because she's me. We're the same person, born into two different bodies. I'm so ashamed. She's got the best parts of the two of us. She's so important to me, and I sold her out. Please, can you help her? I know I've already asked so much, but... That's it exactly. You did? Now she's going to kill me! And I'm grateful that you gave her back the freedom to do so. You've let me take back the greatest mistake of my life. And I know my relationship with Big Red will never be the same. But at least now I have a chance to fix it. I wouldn't have that without you. Thank you, even. And here, for luck better than mine.
Okay, danke.
That is such a creative dice costume. No way, Ronaldo. Are you
I
seeing
got
this?
so many words, kid. Got a sale on bucolic right now if you're interested.
Du willst doch nicht mit mir tauschen. Ich wollte mit dir Wörter tauschen. Hallo.
You have the ingredients! Brilliant! That's all I need. Please, pass them over. Remember, you did say you'd give them to me.
Fuck. Wollte ich sie Jared oder Jared geben? Jared.
What? I don't understand. I knew it! I knew it was logical that you would choose me to be the dominant personality. That is what you want, isn't it? Good! Well, all that remains is to mix the ingredients, drink the resolution solution, and... I feel... different. Better? Different. Definitely different. Don't feel bad. This was the logical course of action. Now, it's only fair that I give you this. The promised reward. It's my partner's personality, distilled down to its pure essence. I hope you treat him well. I never could. He deserves more. He deserves better than I could give him. He deserves... Listen to me. As if being sentimental is logical. Thank you for your help.
Danke. Oh.
Thank you again for your assistance. It was eminently logical, which is, of course, the highest compliment possible to give. Please come back to visit me in the future. It turns out that one can get quite lonesome here without him. And it further turns out that the most logical among us can be surprised by that.
Es ist irgendwie ziemlich traurig.
Impossible! Let me see that. By the card makers themselves, this is a dice. Or rather, it was a dice. Yes, you'll get it, child. A formidable card, fit for a dice wielder. That sounds good, yes. That's piqued your interest, yes. But before I give you this card, I want to say thank you, child. It's been so long since I've seen a dice, even one that's dead like this. That alarms you, doesn't it? Yes, dice can die. We found that out in the No Dice War. It was a catastrophe. The Queen, child, decided that she should be the only one to wield a dice. And so she waged war on them, and on those who'd wield them. And she did not show mercy in victory. When she finds out there's still a dice, and still a wielder, well, she will be apoplectic. And she is not to be toyed with. What happened here, she'll do to you and your friend here. It's not a threat, little one. It's an observation, gleaned from hard-earned experience. Hypothetically speaking, that is. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. As for this poor dice, I'm going to return it to where it belongs, to the sacred valley of the dice. I have. It used to be so different. There are some of us who remember the old ways, child. We must stay hidden, and we must stay silent. But we exist. The valley is hidden, far below Random, and far from the Queen's prying eyes. It's a crypt, a land of the dead, forbidden to all but a few will remember. I'd wager you don't fully know what you travel with. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you are. Goodbye, child. Take care and Random rules.
Das ist keine Karte, das ist Geld. Die hat gesagt, sie gibt mir eine Karte. Märchen von 2 Stunden.
Hey, what happened? I heard a ruckus.
Long story. But I've got your eyes, Seymour.
Oh, my peepers and weepers. Oh, I've missed you so much. Much better. And as for those pips, if you don't mind, it just takes a little precision, the utmost finesse, and... Done. Good as new, little buddy.
Kann er nicht direkt noch mehr Augen einsetzen? Theoretisch und praktisch? Ich weiß gerade nicht. Ich habe gerade keins in der Hand.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for helping me properly see again. I mean, I suppose I could. There is room for more. All over Random there are mythical creatures hiding from the clutches of the Queen. Difficult to find, but they may have some. Keep your eyes peeled, and senses even sharper, even... Oh, and remember, all this dice business? Shh, it's our secret. So, what are you gonna do now? The old one step at a time approach, eh? Well, that's a healthy way to approach the unknown. Well, I wish you well on your next adventure. And if I could give you some semi-solicited advice.
Sieht man. Der ist cool.
Every roll of the dice matters, but not every roll counts. Isn't it, though? It's so fun. Bye, even. I'll miss you, but I'm sure we'll see each other again in far-off places.
A long way from home, about to enter the land of 3. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for Even and Dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And Even's sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in Random.
Ja, aber jetzt hat der Bürgermeister mir ja gar nicht mehr... Bin ich jetzt schon gegangen? Ja, ich glaube schon. Das war nicht smart, glaube ich. Kann ich zurück? Nein. Ach, das ist wieder ein Traum. Scheiße. Kein schöner Traum.
Mum used to tell me stories about the card makers. I wonder if they were true. It's amazing anyone can live inside that chaos. It looks just like I remember. Even. Is that part upside down?
Ist das?
What happened here? Home, I guess.
Don't touch that!
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever! Never touch it again. I have it because I desire it, Odd. You're 12. There are things you don't understand yet. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special. That rudeness. That's your Wonder Origins showing. Don't worry. We'll break you of that yet. And it's not a gift. It's something to be earned. But for now, go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
Okay, nein. Okay.
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away! Hurry! She's in our sights!
Not today, spider monster.
Ist das richtig, dass hier alles brennt?
Wait!
Okay.
Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
Ja, okay, vielleicht versteht sie auch wirklich einfach. Sie versteht ja auch Dicey. Ich glaube, in Dreistadt gibt es nicht mehr allzu viel Leben. Oh, okay. Hier ist das Leben. Das sind keine Straßenlaternen, das sind Eulenstatuen, die ich kaputt mache.
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen, while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey! Where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A 6R child is missing! I repeat, a 6R is missing. I can be rewarded. Random rules by the grace of the Queen.
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him. He'll be eaten alive out here.
Okay.
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway.
Sehr schön. Streitgespräch mit dem Erzähler. Finde ich gut. Oh.
Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Okay.
Oi, Matty Dex here, card enthusiast and living store
Hi.
at your service. Oh, hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh? I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards!
Ja.
Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
Der ist so weird. Was möchte ich denn haben? Ich möchte umblättern. Ich kann nicht umblättern. Okay. Die kenne ich alle schon. Ja, deswegen war ich auch verwirrt. Richtig, genau. Die. Aha, okay. Und welche sind noch neu? Die. Ah, genau. Okay. Ja.
I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most... This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose.
Okay.
It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. You're the only one here like that, I assure you. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord or King of Freedom, before his murder.
Ich frage mich, wer ihn ermordet hat.
Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me.
Was ist das bitte für ein seltsamer Gesprächseinstieg? Die Glocke da drüben, die gehört mir. Das ist schön für dich, aber was ist das für ein Gesprächseinstieg?
If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her. That's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this? Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child. Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all.
Okay.
I promise it, stranger.
Die sind alle durch.
Let none who attack the king, let none of them, where was I? The attack has begun! The king must be saved! What? Identify yourself, stranger! I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war. Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Ich glaube, sie ist ein bisschen durch.
What? How did you know my name? A lucky guess. About what? What were you guessing about? The king! Protect the king from danger!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay.
Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark too.
Okay.
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing. Can't rightly say, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does. Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
Okay.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him. As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Okay. Der Shadow Man ist bestimmt mega nett. Straßenlaternenterminal. Ich wette, der Shadow Man ist super nett.
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Well, good luck with that, stranger. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now. Oh, you really are in over your head. Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him. The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley, and he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see. If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Okay. Lichter in der Muldenallee ausmachen.
You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Ja.
You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Ja.
The Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He'll come and take your child away. And you might cry, and you might pray. But the Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He don't like shine, and he don't like sun. He'll come out the walls when the daylight's done. Snuff out Mulgrow Alley's lights. Then you best run, for the last night of the Shadow Man has begun.
Okay.
Sounds to me like you're fixin' to go see him. I wouldn't thank me just yet. You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Bom, bom. Okay. Ich bin schon in der Muldenallee. Von hier kann ich nicht schießen. Aha.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. son?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do.
Und warum?
Or what I used to do anyway. Before this silly war. That may be true, but there is another truth. That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage.
Das ist Kidnapping.
You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards.
Das ist doch keine Beleidigung.
Children. Besides, you don't have what I need.
Ich hab nen Würfel.
Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets' war to end. Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me.
Ja, da hat er recht.
Want me to give you Bernard. Then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even. Except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. And consider this motivation to learn. Goodbye, even.
Okay, wir haben uns getäuscht. Er ist
Save
doch
Bernard
nicht
from
nett.
The wretched Shadow Man even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task. She wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
Ich mag den Shadow Man. Aber ich glaube, ich gehe jetzt tatsächlich schlafen. Irgendwie ist heute nicht so gut. ich bedanke mich trotzdem bei allen, die da waren. Und wünsche euch noch einen schönen Abend. Passt auf euch auf.